Next is PC817 optocoupler. So it consists of an LED and phototransistor. It comes in 4-pin DIP package, and it can provide input-output voltage isolation up to 5 kV, and input current is 5 milliampere. And collector to emitter voltage can be 80 volt, and it can be used for input output isolation of controller PC817. So PC817 optocoupler interfacing with PIC, that is the interfacing circuit diagram is shown here. So all the connections are self-explanatory, but we can here the 24 volt DC motor is used as a load. It is shown in this diagram. 24 volt DC is used as a load. PC817 is used to provide the isolation between 5 volt and 24 volt. Also, pin number 5 of port is used as an output pin. Pin number 5 as a output pin. So this diagram shows PC817 optocoupler interfacing with 8051 microcontroller. Then the next point is DAS, that is data acquisition system. So what is data acquisition? Data acquisition is the process of sampling the signal which measures the real world physical conditions and convert the resulting sample into digital numeric values that can be manipulated by a computer. And the data acquisition system, abbreviated by the DAS or DAQ, typically convert the analog waveform into a digital value for processing. So data acquisition is the process of sampling the signal that measure a real world physical condition and converting the resulting sample into a digital numeric values that can be manipulated by a computer. DAS or DAQ typically measure an electrical or a physical phenomenon such as voltage, current, temperature, pressure or sound, and convert the analog waveform into a digital values for a processing and analysis. So a DAQ consists of sensor, DAQ measurement hardware and a computer with programmable software. And a data acquisition system is comprised of 3 parts: an input-output subsystem, host computer and the controlling software. Hence these systems are often referred to as embedded DAQ system. So the components of data acquisition systems are sensor, signal conditioning circuitry, A to D converter, microcontroller, and MAX232. Now, what is the need of data acquisition system? The data acquisition system interface between the real world of physical parameter, which are analog, and the artificial world of digital computation and control. So DAQ are used widely because they are low cost, accurate, and relatively simple to implement. And the data acquisition system are capable of measuring the hundreds of variables simultaneously. They are now used by the most engineers and scientists for laboratory research and industrial output data and for a computer. Also, one more need is industries that presently employ such automatic system include steel making, food processing, paper production, oil refining, chemical manufacturing, textile production, cement manufacturing, and others. So the components of data acquisition system, one is sensor. The sensor which measure physical variables such as temperature, strain, pressure, flow, force and motion, also displacement, velocity and acceleration. The measurement of physical phenomena such as temperature of a room, intensity of light source or the force which is applied to an object begins with a sensor. So a sensor, also called a transducer, which convert a physical phenomenon into a measurable electrical signal. Depending on the type of the sensor, its electrical output can be a voltage, current, resistance or another electrical attribute which varies over a time. So some sensors may require additional components and circuitry to properly produce a signal that can accurately and safely be read by a DAQ device. Then the next is signal conditioning circuitry. So it is used to convert a sensor signal into a form that can be converted to a digital value. So the output of sensor is called as a weak signal, which we are required to amplify as it is. So the sensor output is given to non-inverting amplifier circuit, which is formed as a voltage follower circuit for buffering the signal, and the voltage follower is also called as a non-inverting buffer. When placed between two networks, it removes the loading on the first network. At the output of amplifier, a transistor is used so that the signal can interface with most of the logic's ADC in this case. Next is analog to digital converter. It converts the conditioned sensor signal to a digital value which can be used by the computer. So in physical world, the parameters such as the temperature, pressure, humidity and velocity are analog signals, and a physical quantity is converted into an electrical signal. So we need an analog to digital converter to translate the continuous analog signal to discrete digital number so that the microcontroller can read them. Thus, an analog to digital converter, that is ADC, is an electronic circuit which that convert the continuous signals to discrete digital numbers. So analog to digital converters are the most widely used devices for the data acquisition. Then the next is microcontroller. This unit, which is a central processing unit, process the data, and it has some additional features too, so that we can control the external device. Then MAX 232, it is an IC first created by Maxim Integrated Products that converts signal from RS-232 serial port to a signal suitable for use in TTL compatible digital logic circuit. So when MAX 232 IC receives a TTL level, to convert, it changes a TTL logic 0 to between plus 3 volt and plus 15 volt, and changes TTL logic 1 to between minus 3 to minus 15 volt, and vice versa for converting from RS-232 to TTL. So microcontroller based data acquisition can be used in many sensors based applications which monitors a sensor data, and we can use this data to store a various sensor output parameters like temperature, humidity, light or voltage, current, LPG gas level, etc. in a EEPROM IC, and these values are stored after a periodic interval of time. So I2C communication protocol with EEPROM is implemented here, and the keypad is used to view this record later. Then the next is the DAQ. Next is DAQ module. So DAQ module can be divided into three categories: source and the system, and it consists of the system from which the data is to be acquired with the help of different sensors and the signal conditioning circuit. Then DAQ hardware, it acts as an interface between the signal and a PC, and DAQ cards often contain a multiple components like multiplexer, ADC, DSC, high speed timer and RAM, and these are accessible via a bus by a microcontroller which can run a small program. So DAQ software, specialized DAQ software may be delivered with a DAQ hardware, and a DAQ software is needed in order for the DAQ hardware to work with PC. So here is a diagram which shows the physical system, then transducer, signal conditioning, A to D converter and computer. So what is sensor? We have already seen some information related to the sensor. In order to sense and measure the physical variables such as pressure, flow and motion, it is necessary to use the transducer or the sensors, which convert the physical variables into electrical signals and transmit these signals to a signal conditioning device or directly to the data acquisition board. Then the 6 distinguishable energy forms which are manually measured are radiant, thermal, electrical, mechanical, magnetic and chemical. Then what is the function of signal conditioning? It performs the main functions such as it supply the power to the transducer when required. Also it amplify, filter and digitize the sensors signal, for example using a programmable gain amplifier. Also it provide an appropriate output signal that can be easily proceeded by analog to digital converter. Then DAQ hardware. The DAQ hardware turns the computer into a measurement and the automation system. And the main criteria to consider while selecting a DAQ device for a specific applications are typical type of input channels. So single-ended input channel, differential input channel, compatibility with variety of protocol, number of analog input channels, sampling rate, resolution and accuracy. Then DAQ hardware consists of analog to digital converter. The ADC transform analog voltage to a binary number, so a series of ones and zeros, and the number of binary digits, that is bits, that represent the digital number becomes determine the ADC resolution. And the second hardware is interface. If the DAQ system is in the form of modules, then it can be connected to the computer's ports, or it in form of cards, then they are connected to slots the motherboard. So DAQ software is needed for the hardware to work with a PC, and it is most critical factor in obtaining the reliable high performance operation. The software transforms the PC and the hardware into a complete data acquisition system which can analyze and display the parameters acquired from the source. So the different softwares are available. Programmable software involve the use of programming language such as C++, Visual, CPP, Basics, etc. The advantage of using this software is to provide a flexibility, but it increases the complexity of the code. Also, the data acquisition software package do not require the programming. They enables the developers to design the custom instrument best suited to the application. Then data acquisition processors for real-time data acquisition DAP boards are available which have onboard processor. All data acquisition processor boards consist of onboard processor, multitasking real-time operating system, onboard memory, support external expansion board. So these are some of the advantages of DAP boards. Like each data acquisition processor board gives the system an additional processor running in real-time operating system which can be controlled from a Windows application. So these are some of the applications advantages. These are some of the advantages. There are some more advantages like reduced data redundancy, reduced updating error and increased consistency, greater data integrity and independence from applications programs, improved data across access to user through use of host and query languages, improved data and security, reduced data entry, storage and retrieval costs, facilitated development of new application program. There are some disadvantages of this DAQ also. The database systems are complex, difficult and time consuming to design. Substantial hardware and software startup costs. Damage to database affect virtually all applications programs. Extensive convention cost in moving from a file based system to a database system. Initial training required for all programmers and users. Thank you.